Taoist philosopher Lao Tzu once said, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When I let go of what I have, I receive what I need." Up until I turned about 17, I used to base all of my happiness off external things and external validation. Growing up, I was a pretty sensitive kid to begin with, so being so attached to the results and what other people thought of me was detrimental to my mental health and my well-being. I would base my happiness solely off my test results in school, the results I was getting in sports, the progress I was making in the gym, and what other people thought of me. And living like this is dangerous for your mental health. You're so attached to the external things, and you're not going to find fulfillment like this because external things will only bring you so much. Another problem I ran into is I couldn't take criticism because I'd imagined myself as being perfect. I imagined this perfect side of myself, and I was so obsessed with my ego and being so obsessed with trying to be perfect that I couldn't take criticism. It would damage this perfect fantasy that I'd came up with for myself, and it damaged my self-image because it was solely based off the thought that I was perfect. And no one can be perfect. It is impossible. Over the past few years, I've been working on improving all the different aspects of my life, and my self-image is a very big one because it's something I've struggled a lot with in the past. In life, it's so often that we get obsessed with trying to control everything. I try to control every single result I got in school. I try to control everything that people thought about me, and I try to control the way exactly what my life was and exactly every single moment, and that's unsustainable. There's only so many things you control. Yes, you need a degree of control in your life because you need to make money and you need to do these certain things, but you need to let go in life. You can't hold on to too many things because if you're holding on too tight to something, then you're going to get pulled in the wrong direction. Yes, you need control in life because you need to make a certain amount of money and you need to control your impulses and especially stopping bad habits. I'm not saying control is a bad thing, but too much control is detrimental. Too much control is not going to get you anywhere, and you need to let things happen. You need to be okay with taking a step back and just simply controlling what you control. The big one is your attitude. You have to control your attitude to things in life. You can't be acting out of impulse. You need to take a step back and act logical. Trust me when I tell you that there are so many things in life that you can't control. A big one, for example, is attracting a partner. If you want attraction to be true, you have to go present yourself to this person and you have to meet them and ask them out and start talking to them. But if you try to control too much and you try to control every little thing, you're eventually going to blow it and attraction isn't going to happen. It either happens or it doesn't. You either fall in love or you don't. That's simply the way it works. There's no middle ground, and if you're taking the middle ground, then it's not going to be anywhere close to where it can be if you just do it the right way. It's not going to be anywhere as beautiful as an experience if you just let it happen naturally. Being able to let go and being comfortable with change is going to allow you to find your passion in life. If we cling too tightly to what we have right now and the opportunities that are presented to us right now, then we might prevent ourselves from getting new opportunities in the future and meeting new people and going down new roads that are going to make us way happier. But because we're so focused on our past identity and the identity that we think we need to be and the way think we need to act because other people have presented us with it and told us that's the way we are, then of course we're going to be scared to let go. But we need to be able to let go of these identities that we formed in ourselves to actually find who we are. A big one with me was the fact that when I was growing up, I only viewed myself as an athlete. I simply just wanted to be a basketball player. From when I was like 9, I decided that I want to be a basketball player, and that's all I practiced. I'd spend 3-4 hours a day practicing basketball, and I got really good at it, and I loved to do it. But over time, my passion started to shift. Music started to take a bigger role in my life, and at the point where I found self-improvement, I heard these people talking about what purpose is, and I'd never quite understood it. I just thought I needed to be a basketball player because that's the thing that I found I like to do. And once I started to actually think to myself, what do I want to make money at in life? And what do I want to do with my life to help people? And what is going to bring me fulfillment? I started thinking about it. And yeah, I like basketball, but it's not the thing I want to do. And I started to find that with music when I started writing songs. And I had this part of me that was like, no, you're a basketball player. And my ego was telling me, no, this is who you are. This is the way you're meant to be, because I was holding on to that identity. And it took me months to be able to let go and think, I don't even enjoy this as much as I used to. This thing used to mean a lot to me, and it still does, but it's not the thing that I want to do. And you have to be okay with letting things go in life and being okay with changing your path, because it's going to make you way happier. Once I started to actually focus more on music, that's what inspired me to work on my mental health more, because I'd started writing things. Once you start writing things, that opened up my mind to journaling, and that has had so much of an impact on my mental health. And if I never let go of that identity of myself, I probably never would have found that. It's a very strange phenomenon, because like a lot of people are battling against themselves based on the expectations that they have for themselves and that other people have placed on them. They're going down paths in life, and they're doing things that people think they should be doing, and people have told them that they should be doing. And maybe that's not what they're meant to be doing. It's very strange the way that purpose works in our lives, because in the modern day we have so many people telling us what we should buy and what we should do. There's advertisements all the time telling you, get this, buy my course, learn how to make 100K a month in 30 days. And there's so many people who are shouting at us to do this and be like this. And even people like me making self-improvement videos are telling you how to live. And I'm doing my best now to change the way I explain this, because you need to take some time and figure out who you are and what you are meant to do. You have a set of natural gifts in life, and you need to find what those gifts are meant to do. And yes, it's not going to come right away. You have to experiment with a few different things, but you need to peel back the layers of your purpose and find what it is you are best at. Because if we're trying to do something that we are not meant to do, and yes, maybe we enjoy it, but we're going to be swimming in upstream battle. And that's the way I found with basketball. Yes, I got really good at it, and yes, I really enjoyed it, but I was getting to a point where I was only so tall. And I'm not trying to make an excuse here, but basketball, you need to be blessed athletically. But to make it in basketball, yes, you can work really hard at it, but your technical skills are only going to take you so far. And height is a big one in basketball, and so is weight. And I'm a little bit bigger now, but when I was really into it, I was maybe about 135 pounds. And being 5'6", 135 pounds at 16 is not the biggest boy on the basketball court. So you can tell the problem I was running into. And I am so much happier doing what I do now. And yes, I still play basketball and I love to do it, but I'm not pursuing that as my main purpose. And I found that I'm actually excelling way more at the things that I do. And my skill set of music is so much better than I ever was at basketball. And not to say that I'm the best musician on the planet or anything, but I'm better at music than I was at basketball. And maybe there's something else I'm gonna find that I'm better at than music. And it's just the way purpose works. There are layers to your purpose. Your purpose at one point in your life is not gonna be the same as it is your entire life. Your purpose has layers, and you need to slowly peel back those layers to get to your core. That's when you have fulfilled your life, and that is when it is your time to pass on. I know I've gone a little bit spiritual, and I've kind of got a little bit sidetracked with this video, but I'm explaining that you need to let go of these ideas you built of yourself. The other important aspect of this is when we're focusing too much on the future. Focusing up too much on the future, and especially desires like money, status, fame, and getting validation from other people for the things that we have, takes us out of the present moment. A lot of people choose a career field based on money and what it's going to do for them and their status in life. And doing that is okay, because yes, you need to make money, but a lot of people would be a lot more happier doing other things, even though it's going to make them less money. But maybe their parents or other people have pushed them and pushed the idea on them that they need to make this amount of money to be happy. But I don't believe that is the way it is. I think your purpose is something where you feel so in the present moment at it, and you are so integrated in what you're doing that you enjoy it so much, and then money is a byproduct. If you're really good at what you do and you work really hard at it, then money is going to follow that. Money should not be your main motivation when it comes to your purpose. It should be fulfillment. When we become too focused on the prize, our performance becomes worse. Take basketball games, for example. If someone is playing in the biggest game of their lives and people have told them, yeah, if you win this game, you're going to win the championship, and this is what all your training has been leading up to, and this is your moment. This is what you were meant to do. they're going to be so nervous, and that's probably going to be one of the worst games they've ever played in life, unless they're like Michael Jordan or someone like that. But for me, I know that would make me a hell of a lot more nervous than if it was a game where it was just a pickup game playing basketball with my friends. I'd feel so free, and there would be no mental strain on me. I would simply be playing basketball. I would not be focusing on the prize. I would be playing basketball. If someone went in a big game like that and it was the NBA Finals, I'm sure their mindset is focusing on playing the game. It's not about the result. They are focusing on the game. If I'm going to record something or I'm going into a studio session, then I'm not focused on the fact that it's being recorded and that people are going to see it. I'm focused on the fact that I'm playing the drums or playing guitar or doing vocals, whatever it is. I'm focusing on what I'm doing instead of focusing on the external result and the external prize, because if I'm focused on that, then my performance is going to be worse. So you need to let go of whatever result you're trying to pursue and focus on what you're actually doing. It's the same with business. You cannot only focus on how much money you're making. You need to focus on the value that you're providing people, because if you're providing real value and people are actually understanding and improving their lives, and then money is going to be a byproduct of that. You cannot just simply focus on the money. You need to focus on what you're providing to the people who are going to give you their money and keep coming back to you because you've provided valuable information in their life and you've actually helped them. I know I've been all over the place in this video, but I want to make one last point, and it's the fact that we cannot simply chase desires based on the fact that they're desires. If we're addicted to success and we're addicted to the perception of ourselves, and we think that we're going to be happy once we get this physique or once we make this many or reach this many subscribers, then it is pretty much the same as being addicted to what we call the bad habits, or social media, video games, all these junk food, these things, because we still have an addiction and our lives aren't benefiting from what we're doing. We are actually decreasing the quality of life that we could be living from simply chasing these external factors. If you have someone who, for example, hates going to the gym and lifting weights in the traditional bodybuilding style, but they are doing it because they think it's going to make them look better and receive a little bit of validation from other people, and people are going to tell them they look good and they'll become better with girls or whatever it is, and they're doing that solely for that reason, they are not going to enjoy their workouts. They're not going to have fun being there. They're not actually going to like going to the gym, and it's going to be a struggle every single time they go there. And yes, they'll make some progress, but at what cost? You're spending an hour, 2, 3 a day doing something that's based on external validation and results that you're going to see from other people. At the end of the day, there needs to be something more to our lives than simply the external validation that we receive from other people. And being able to let go of these false perceptions that we build of ourselves, and being able to let go of all these external factors, is going to bring you so much more happiness in life. Now, the way you find this is up to you. Whether that be a job that you love to do, or whether that be spending time and having a great relationship with people around you, or whether it's all of those things. Trust me when I tell you that letting go is simply the key to experiencing a beautiful life. Once you're able to let go of these false perceptives and what other people think of you, and truly tap into who you are and find the reason you have been put on this earth, then your life is going to improve astronomically, because you're going to start to attract the people that need to be in your life, and you're going to attract the opportunities that are coming to your life because you are being genuine. The best advice I've ever heard is just be yourself. As corny as it is, that is all you need to do in life. Be who you have been meant to be. And it is hard to do in our modern day, as there have been so many things put onto us, and from the moment that we're born, we are plowed with different ideas and different perceptions of who we should be, and it's hard to find who you are. But take some time and learn how to let go. And spirituality is a big one for me. I've never been spiritual in my life, but I'm starting to learn different teachings from different religions, and I find there's value from every single religion to take. And this is a journey that I am just started, and I'm sure there are many other people who are more educated on this topic than me, and there's a lot of value out there. But make sure you are on the right path in life and you're doing what you want to do. Is all it comes down to. So I know this place, I know this video has been all over the place, but I feel a lot better after making it, and I think it's going to help someone out there. So learn to let go and you'll be happy. So see ya, because I'm going to let go of this video, and I'm dragged it on for too long, so I'll see you later.